America's re-education camps. This is a real clear policy story. We rightly criticize and condemn China for sending more than 1 million Uyghurs, Muslims, to re-education camps, but we have our own milder version of re-education camps that indoctrinate, all for a supposed good, evolved cause. We call our re-education camps public schools. Okay. Here's one example of it for Evanston, right outside of Chicago, of what first and second graders are now taught in school. This is not a one-off or a rogue teacher. This is the curriculum endorsed by the superintendent and school board. This is curriculum. This is the curriculum for teaching 7-year-olds. It covers more than 7,000 kindergartners through 8th grade attending 15 school. What Evanston and school across the country are doing is unequivocally misguided. It is dangerous. It is divisive. It hinders, not help, inclusion, healing, progress, community, and self-worth. What do you say about these re-education camps? You had some thoughts yesterday. I'd love the audience to hear it.
You know, guys, look, you know, I know about the re-education camps, right? My uncle was part of the re-education camps. I interviewed my uncle growing up. It's about changing your mind, right? It's about brainwashing you to a whatever ideology they're trying to. So, yes, I do believe in the re-education camps is our schools, right? They're targeting our youth, and they're targeting our youth with the critical race theories, right? Blaming a certain race for everything. What do you think is going to happen, man? What do you think when these kids grow up? What do you think? You think it's going to be a more racist world, or you think it's going to be a more civilized world when we're introducing critical race theories into education?
Well, critical theory comes from the Frankfurt School. It's Marxist in its origins, and it's meant to be divisive.
Right.
It's an actual. You talked about modern warfare. This is psychological warfare. This is propaganda.
It is.
This is indoctrinating an entire generation into believing that there are good and evil based on immutable characteristics, things that you cannot change about yourself. You were born as one of the good guys, or you're born one of the bad guys. And the only way to help the good guys, if you're a bad guy, is to completely cede any personal agency.
Yeah.
So anybody who doesn't know about the Frankfurt School, anybody that doesn't know about critical race theory, I really, really, really encourage you to start reading up as much as you possibly can. And if you want to see what indoctrination looks like, look up, what was it, Kai, that I sent you? My China, My Life as a Communist Party Member. It's from 5 years ago. I can't believe this is up. There's 2 different videos. It's My Life as a Communist Party Member. Look at like 2 minutes in. And then the other one is I Don't Want Free Media. And it's actual Chinese communist members talking about why you don't need free media, and why life without free thought is actually beneficial to the collective. It's fascinating to watch if you guys have ever seen this stuff. Isn't it interesting though that they want public school in our country, that they want public school to essentially extend into people's mid-20s now? Public school, free college, free community college, free 4-year college.
Let's talk about those free colleges. China funds our major universities. They've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So along with them funding our major universities, don't you think they inject an ideal into these universities with the professors? Because they're funding it, right? So they're funding the curriculum. So they have a say in this. So think about it, like 70s, right? So let's say the post-Vietnam War hippie era, right? Think about that. So now they're injecting a communist ideology. Where are these youth now? There are politicians. There are leaders in America.
John Kerry.
Right? So now they have this communist ideology was embedded in them in college. Now we're just embedding in elementary school at a very vulnerable state in their subconscious mind, because they're going to take things in the way it is. They don't have that analytical mind to decide what is right or wrong yet.
Bill de Blasio's parents fought and funded the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. And then this guy became mayor of New York City. His parents helped finance, and they were part of consider like a Che Guevara type for the communist Sandinistas overthrowing Nicaragua. Now this guy, ran the most important city in America. I mean, it's not what you're saying to people sounds like crazy right-wing conspiracy theory. They're like, this is insane. This is nobody has the 30-year plan. There's a 30-year plan. There's a 50-year plan. It's playing out in front of people. And they just refuse at any point to connect very obvious dots. You know, and it becomes incredibly frustrating from the other side because at some point, like you and I, Patrick is the same way. You have natural proclivities. Patrick always talks about being a synergist, bring people together, make the argument. Yeah. I'm kind of at the point where you know what, sink or swim. You know, the information's out there. Read it or don't. I don't care. I tried. Now it's time to move on. And that's kind of where I'm at. I fall more into the catalyst category than the synergist. But I have nothing but respect for the synergist. You guys have the patience that I just don't have. So I don't know. Like, the information is out there.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.